Let's jump right into Blender and I'll show you how I made this mushroom enemy.
I always start with a subdivided cube. I decide that maybe some mycelium tentacles would be a cool feature for him. Here I am extruding out some things. I'm going for a very basic model design, as this enemy is basically a Goomba from Mario. So I start pushing and pulling things until I get a general form. I'd rather not sculpt if I don't have to. I pull the lips in, and then I'm putting in a loop cut so that I can pull the mouth open a bit. Everything in this phase is designed to be very simple. Here I am protruding the lips and shaping it a bit. Now the character is starting to take some shape. After this, I start to work on the details of the mesh. I make a subdivided cube and I delete half of it off. That way I can arrange it into the eye. I like to work with simple geometry for the first part, that way I can just move things around and get big changes on the model. And add a mirror modifier, and bam, just like that I have two eyes. I'm taking another subdivided cube, and I'm isolating it. That way I can push and pull it without seeing the whole model. This is going to be his teeth. I think those fangs look a little bit too Dracula-like. I was going for more of a shark. So I'm going to make them more triangular. The teeth are kind of easy. If you make one, you basically made the whole set, because you just mirror it over, and then you duplicate it and duplicate it again. Here's another subdivided cube. I'm extruding it down, and I'm just warping it around until it looks like a fairly good mushroom cap shape. Or you can grab the whole top jaw and duplicate that, flip it around, just stick it on the bottom. I went ahead and decided that the top jaw needed 2 extra teeth in the back, so I'm going to go ahead and make those. Here I am grabbing all of the legs, the bottom part. I'm adjusting it so that they're going to touch the ground. Here I decide that the mushroom model might be a little bit too big. So I grab the top of the model, including the cap, and I pull it down. That way it sets in a little bit better. The model looks smaller. But after doing that, obviously all the tentacles look a little bit too big, and I realize I want to have hands on this character. So I'm going to take the tentacles and I'm going to arrange them around so that they kind of look like hands, and then make everything else a little bit smaller, adjust the body around so that it has a little bit better shape. That way this character looks a little bit more menacing. I'm moving into the initial coloring step, that way I can see what the eyes are going to look like and what the skin tone might be and that sort of thing. This is where I make the outline for the eyes. And I start going over the outlining process in general. This step can be skipped, but I do like to do it to get an overall feel for the character in case I want to go back and do any changes to it. So even the teeth need an outline. I like my characters to have a feeling that they were drawn on a screen. That's the art style that I'm going for. I decided the cap needed to be adjusted, and then I take a moment to look at what I've done, kind of see what maybe I want to change. I think the eyes are a little bit too small, so I'm probably going to scale those up. The outline on the cap doesn't look quite that great. So I'm going to pull it down. And there you get a shot at him at nighttime. All you would see is the eyes light up. Now I'm going to start the UVing process. I think I can do very simple UVs with this character. But once again, I'm going to kind of line it up to a color map. Later, I'm going to throw it into Illustrator and give him proper texture. All these menus are the shading menus and a whole bunch of stuff that I don't really want to get into explaining. This is the part of the phase where everything gets a little bit more technical. It's not my favorite part, but it is necessary for a good looking character. This is adjusting the outline so that the teeth will show, but that the lips don't clip through the teeth. I start extruding some things and just trying to feel out the overall look of the character. But essentially what I'm doing is I'm unwrapping this 3D model into a 2D plane. That basically allows you to draw in a painting software. So as you can see, I've added a gradient for the body, and I'm working on the cap now. I'm going to go ahead and add some green dots. I think that's starting to look pretty cool. I don't know if I want to go for the solid red eyes, so I'm going to add some pupils to it. It'll make them look a little more cartoony, I think. Not quite as evil. It's not really the look I was going for. Here I am importing things into Unreal Engine. There's definitely some cleanup things that you have to do. I have to scale him down. I have to add a platform on top of his head. That way the character can actually jump on him. The box in the front is his attack box. And then I realized there's a problem with the teeth. So it's back to Blender. I end up giving the teeth an even thicker outline this time. I actually think it looks better. I'm going to pull out the top a bit and then see how that looks. Doing some more play testing. I want this game to be somewhat of like a Banjo-Kazooie meets Ninja Gaiden style game. Here I am adding some cell shading. I really like the look of the cell shaded material. Here you can see the finished model.
If you would like to support my content, please like and subscribe. See you next time. Peace.